Hey y'all, it's TheLouxo again. This week I'm going to be reviewing the second episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. And we finally met the next 7 queens to come into the workroom. And they were Bianca Del Rio, Trinity Bonet, Jocelyn Fox, Milk Queen, Magnolia Crawford, Courtney Act, and Darien Lake. This group I felt was like a little more versed toward the television. They were very seasoned. They knew what they were going to get into. They knew what they were coming in. They had all their characters perfectly set as soon as they came into the workroom. A lot of the standouts for me were Bianca Del Rio, obviously, because she's the queen of this season so far. I feel like she reads. My favorite of all the entrances would have to be Courtney Act. I mean, she definitely matched up one of my favorite shows ever, reality shows ever, America's Next Top Model, and RuPaul's Drag Race. She came in and asked if it was America's Next Top Model, and I just thought that was genius because she's so fishy that if she tried out as a girl for America's Next Top Model, they wouldn't even ask if she had a penis. Like, they'd be like, girl, here's your girl spot. Like, you can model the house down. And in the photo shoot, it was a pillow fight photo shoot. She slayed it. I think she should have won. I don't think Trinity Bonet should have won. I think she didn't really serve enough sexy. I thought it was really contrived from Trinity. Whereas Courtney let it all out. She had fun. She was flirty, and she really served her character, and she wasn't too serious. Whereas Trinity was a little serious about the photo shoot, and I think the winners of the photo shoots usually are the ones that have fun with it. The ones that did really bad at the photo shoot had to be, for me, Magnolia. Magnolia, hands down, did the worst. She was off kilter. She didn't pay attention. Her face was off. Her body was off. She doesn't know her body at all. Like, the girl has bad posture. She knows she's a different, out-of-the-box kind of character, but the way that she poises herself isn't very ladylike. And when you're a drag queen, I feel like it helps a lot when your poise is very girl-like, because it goes along with your act and it carries throughout the character. It also makes your character seem a lot more collected and more real and relatable. And Magnolia really just, she has a character, but it's not, she doesn't have it completely collected, which I feel is what really hurt her. Her ego is bigger than her character, and I wish her ego was her character, because that would have made her a big competitive force in the competition. So the winner of the photo shoot challenge was Trinity Bonet, which I already told you I don't agree with. I think she did good, but not good enough to win the challenge. She looked beautiful. Her entrance outfit was beautiful. It was very dark. It was like a gothic princess. She got the choice to pick out of all these boxes that RuPaul brought them, and she picked the princess box, and she assigned everybody a different box to make an outfit out of for the main challenge. And she wasn't very shady about it. She kind of fit every queen with what she thought would give them the edge on the runway, and I thought that was very smart, because if you want to win this competition, you want to win against the best. You don't want to be a dirty player. I feel like that's how I would want to win, not like what Laganja did in the last episode. Ru came into the workroom to advise the girls on what to do and what not to do on the runway for their looks, and I feel like he had a lot of tweaking on a lot of them. The only one he really had a lot of positive things to say was about Bianca. She knows what she's doing. She's a seamstress. She works for a Broadway sewing company, so she really, I feel like that was going to be her edge in this runway. Even if she just made a gown, it was going to be stunning, because construction and completion on the runway really does make you look polished on the runway. And the judges always look at that, especially Santino. He's always like, oh, look at that hemline. Your hemline is unfinished. Those sleeves, they should have been cut higher. And Santino actually fell in love with Bianca's gown on the runway. He couldn't stop staring at it. I really loved Bianca's line, "You can call me Jiggly." That was hilarious, that shade. I thought it was really cute. Really shows Bianca's quick wit and humor. She's very sharp. I tweeted the other day and I said, Bianca's humor is as sharp as Magnolia's nose. Because, I mean, did you see that nose? It was like... sharp. Ru had the most to say about Magnolia. It was all negative. Magnolia was a very negative force in the box that she got. She was also very contradictory. I mean, she told Ru that she describes herself as a glam trash queen and that the box was full of shit. So, I mean, wouldn't that help you in the challenge? Because if you're a glam trash queen, trash should serve you well. And even Ru told her, the box seems perfect for you. She had a whole sheet of denim. Denim is expensive. Denim is not cheap. Denim is hard to work with, but she could have made an amazing skirt with that and an awesome, like, cow print top. And it would have been better than what she did. Like, she literally just wrapped, the material around her body and put a bow on the back and super glued it. And she was done. I don't even think I think she made her outfit right before the runway and then just glued it and she went on the runway with it. It was boring along with Darienne's look. They were both boring, they were uninspiring, and I knew they were going to be in the bottom two the minute that Ru talked to them both. Because Darienne knew nothing about what she was going to do. At all. The queen who got red in the workroom for her look, and it wasn't by RuPaul, it was by Bianca, was Milk. Milk said she was going to wear a beard, and Bianca told her to pack her shit. I thought it was ballsy, and I thought it was pretty cool that she decided to show herself on the first runway. I mean, it could definitely benefit you, it can definitely hurt you. I think Milk she's not the most polished queen, but she definitely has, like, an air of confidence about her, where she can show that side of her, and it will help her. Kind of like what Sharon Needles did in season 4. That first runway look really cemented her as a fan favorite. Just like Milk this season. I feel like Milk is going to be that queen that really changes the role on, like Sharon did in this season, in her season. She's going to really be inspirational to people. She's going to really inspire people to, like, be themselves with an air of confidence that she has on the show, because she's breaking out and becoming something that a lot of girls don't dare to be on Drag Race, ever. Runway, I'll start with the bad, right off the bat. My least favorites were Darienne. I think she was boring. It wasn't couture. Then it was Magnolia. I thought she was really boring. And Ru almost went Tyra Banks on her and cursed her out because she was being completely rude on the runway. And I think that really helped her get her shoe-in for the bottom two. Lady's look I thought was really cute. I thought she tried a little hard with the neck piece. It was very poorly constructed, and it just was very constricted to her. If she didn't have that makeup look, her look would have fell apart, and she wouldn't have done as well. So I think her makeup really did save her. She stepped out of the box, and it worked in her favor. Dawson's look was really cute, but girl, edit. That is your best friend. You looked like you fell into a party favor box, and you came out and walked on the runway, and you looked like a piñata, literally. It was a mess. But I feel like if you would have taken off the little sandbags or the pillows, whatever they were, your look would have been A+, and you wouldn't have been in the bottom 3. Courtney was simple and sexy. It wasn't very couture, but she worked with her, she stayed safe because she knew that she probably wasn't going to win because she's not very savvy at sewing, so she stuck to her guns and she really did well. I thought she was very sexy. And what is wrong with all these LA queens slipping on their trains? Girls, if you can't rock a train, do not wear it on the runway, because we're going to have the ER up in here one day, the paramedics, and it's not going to be cute, okay? So my two favorite looks were by Bianca and Milk. I think Bianca really stood up to the challenge, and she served what she had to. She took everything from her box, and she really made something that was representative of that party. She looked like she was the queen of the luau party. Stunning, and I really disagree with Courtney's critique about her makeup. I think Bianca has a really distinctive style that sets her apart, and I mean, she's a drag queen. Do you want her to wear any less makeup? I don't think Bianca does fish. I really do think she needs to show her versatility in the future, but this was supposed to be representative of what your drag is. My next favorite look was Milk. She really served couture. Like, she looked something out of a magazine. She was my most favorite look this week. I knew she wasn't going to win, but I thought her look was the best. It was the most put together and thought out, and it was very artistic. Sync was between Darien and Magnolia, and I thought it was horrible. I think if Darien wasn't a big girl and she didn't have them titties, she would not have done as well, because the titty shake saved her. And Magnolia girl, you looked like you were on a slip and slide. What was going on? Like, that's all you do, slip and slide everywhere, and you don't even know your words. Get it together. That's why you went home. Bye. The looks for this episode was Milk, and my least favorite look was Magnolia. And my predictions for next episode, I think April, unfortunately, might be in the bottom, and Vivacious, I think they're going to be on the bottom, and Vivacious is going to go home. And I think one of the winners is either going to be Courtney or Bianca, again. It's an acting challenge. We'll see how everybody does. I think Courtney can do the acting thing, because she's been on reality TV before and all that good stuff, so we'll see how it goes. So, till next time, love, peace, and XOXO. Bye!